Alright, so with the next Trailmakers update only a few days away, it's about time we take a little preview look at it and do some messing around. Now the main thing I want to mess around with here is the new aiming servo, which if you haven't seen it, it basically is a servo that rotates to point where your cursor is, which is super cool. And the first thing that popped into my head when I found out about this was making aircraft that you can control with your mouse. Now I don't think this will be too complicated to do. In my head I have like an idea of how I should do this, but that never seems to really work out, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm here on the new map, by the way, which is just, first of all, a very cool map. We've got two carriers out here, a blue one and a red one over here. I mean, that's pretty cool. And the island itself is just a very cool island. I think it's got, yep, it's got a helipad up here. And overall, it's just very cool. But anyway, we're not here to check out the map. We're here to use this new aiming servo, which, if you haven't seen, I'll just give a quick demonstration of it. I'll throw it down here, throw a seat on there, then let's just say we put a smart can on, default settings, and oh wait, I should probably point the gun to the actual front of it. There we go. So now you can see we have control over it, with at least on the horizontal plane. So, you know, just a very cool block. Now I basically want to take these and use it to control a plane, and I did a bit of thinking, and I think a fun way to do this would kind of be to make a sort of missile with this. At least I'll call it a missile. I mean, it might not really be a missile. I just want to fly something with this. That's really it. Now, before I even start this, I haven't really looked at what other people have been doing with this already, but I'm sure this is, you know, something people have done. It's not a crazy original idea. It's a pretty obvious thing to use this servo for, and I'm not really sure how other people either have or are going to attempt to do this, but I'm going to do it the way I think is a good idea, and I'm just going to run with that. So, without any more of that, let's get into actually building something. Now basically, my idea with this is if I just make a quick base here, maybe a little stand to test with. I basically want to use these in this sort of orientation, and then put some, I guess these tail fins will work. And if I put these on the front, it should work pretty well to do this. And then, I mean, they'll already kind of turn, which should make me go in the right direction, I think. I mean, that seems to work fairly well. So, you know what? I might as well just try and make this fly, just with the bare minimum. Also, I probably shouldn't use those really big things up in the front, because I feel like that's going to just be a little too much control. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so I've got this. I can throw some, I don't know how much thrust will I need on this. You know what? For right now, I'm just gonna slap some thrusters on here, and I mean that should be good. Let's just see what this does. I'm not entirely sure what will happen. Oh. Okay, so they're oscillating a bit, because, you know, obviously they will, but it's already kind of doing what I want it to do. I mean, I'm just pointing one way, and what happens if I go into first person? Uh-oh. Does this thing not fly straight? Actually, it might. I didn't really balance it out at all. I just kind of threw it. Yeah, it needs more mass up. Okay, you know what? Just to try and test this out, let me just do that. Throw a nose cone on, because I don't know why I left that flat. And then, since this is a missile, it kind of needs a little more thrust than what I gave it. So let's do that. A little more weight up in the front. I don't know. This is a very rough concept. Alright, go. I don't think I can take off from this orientation. Oh, will it recover from that? Oh, it did. Okay. Oh, okay, if I turn too, what does it do? Okay. If I turn too fast, it kind of flips directions, which might be a problem, but this is already kind of working. If I put the speed all the way up, and then the angles, they really don't need to be that much, right? Like if I do 30 degrees for each one, I mean, will that do anything differently? Let's see. Okay, it's holding that. And I can turn. Okay, I guess I can have more control than that, but it's already kind of working. And then, well, here, let's do some maneuverability tests with this. Oh, okay, it turned more than I thought it would. Oh, that damage is new. I didn't know they changed that. Look at that, it's all like, I don't, normally it just glows. I don't think it did that before. Now it's like all scraped up. Huh, cool. All right, anyway, so that already kind of worked. I am a little curious if this would work at all if I used these. Here, how would this go? Honestly, oh, whoa, okay. It has a lot more control. I have to be very careful with the mouse movements if I... Oh! Uh-oh. Okay. This is working a lot better than I thought it would. Now, something I think I will do is just go ahead and throw a gyro in here. And then just use that to control my roll. Okay, strength 3 was not really enough. Because it just feels natural to be able to... control my roll with this. I mean, it's still helpful to have the mouse controls because it's a little more, I mean, you know, you can't really doing these sort of maneuvers with the, okay, doing those sort of maneuvers successfully without mouse controls is significantly harder, and I am not a very good pilot. Okay, I'm just kind of getting a little distracted with just messing around with this. This is, I didn't really, I didn't really think it would work so easily, but uh-oh. Okay, that is still something I have to be cautious about. When I turn too hard, the servos switch what angle... Like, they switch the direction they're rotating to, you know, face the way I want them to in the shortest path possible, or however that logic works. And it's kind of causing me to do not exactly what I want to do, but... Oh, I thought that would... Okay. But I mean, for how simple this is, it's already doing very well. I mean, look at this. Okay. I didn't say I was a good pilot. Okay. So, now that we know that this concept actually works, I'm going to actually, I guess, just completely rebuild. Well, I guess I don't have to rebuild it all, but I mean, pretty much rebuild this whole thing, but actually make it good, because right now it's kind of bad. I'm trying to think how I can make this as compact as possible, but I don't think that's really going to work, so I think I'm just going to make it a little thicker. Oh, you know what? I can put a spaceship cockpit on the front. That looks kind of cool. And then, I mean, okay, I wasn't planning on, like, making this specifically a missile, but, I mean, it only feels natural, so why not throw some dynamite? You know what? If I'm going to crash and fly it poorly, let's at least make it look cool. Still not quite decide on what kind of fins I want to use up in the front, because the small ones... I feel like those are too small. Like, I could use some bigger ones, but I don't know. Well, I guess I can use these. If I'm making the body bigger, I guess I can go ahead and use these big tail fins. Uh-oh. Think I have a small weld group issue. Alright, I have the first prototype ready to go, I think. I also used the propeller in air intake because it kind of, I don't know, it kind of fits well with the rocket engine, kind of. I mean, you can't really see it because it's covered up by the tail fins, but just pretend it looks good. Alright, now this should be pretty basic. So, I mean, in theory, it should work. Okay, it oscillates a bit. Probably it's, whoa, okay. I wonder here, can I actually fly it properly? If I go, oh, okay. It's actually not all that hard to, whoa. Okay, it's actually not that hard to control. It feels relatively natural to, okay, let's try that again. I do kind of want, okay, I was gonna say, I kind of wish I had painted like one of the fins or something so I knew what was the top. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. Actually, if it's all symmetrical, yeah, the roll doesn't matter because whichever way we're facing it, you know, we just... Oh, wow. Okay. Wait. Why is this actually kind of good? Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop saying anything positive about this thing, because every time I do, it just goes horribly wrong. Alright, I painted that tail fin green here, maybe I'll do that for this one too, that way I know which side's the top. It doesn't look that good right now, I understand that. It's a prototype, alright, I'm trying to, you know, see how this works. Wait, do you think I can go under here? But I am actually kinda, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised, but I mean, look at this. You could not do this before. Or before these aiming servos were introduced. I mean, technically, yes, you could. It's not like any parts are moving in a way that they couldn't before. But, okay, I'm really bad at this. Am I though? Because I'm doing... Okay, never mind. Yes, I am. Now, it's not like what I'm doing here is all that impressive. It's just, I'm not good at flying planes, okay? I mean, I guess... wow. I don't even know how I managed to let that happen. I'm not the best pilot, right? It's not like I'm really good at flying stuff, so I'm just good at doing stunts or whatever. I'm just pointing the mouse, and it's just going. Okay, that I turned a little too hard there, but it is just able to do this, and I don't even have to really try. I'm not trying. Look at this. If I can go through this hole and then quickly turn up and go through the other one. I mean, look at that. That's insane. That I can just do that. Wow. Okay. Missiles are going to be so much fun now. Whether you're like detaching one and using an RC glitch, or just doing something like this. Like, I'm sure there are going to be countless videos where people are just going to be flying missiles around, because, I mean, this is so much fun. I feel like I could hit anything right now. Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm definitely not going to be able to do that, but I just have so much control over it. Okay, I should really stop just messing around with this, because I do actually have to finish this, you know, make it look... I wonder if I can land vertically. No, because I can't see behind me, which is actually the other thing I want to address before I make this thing look nice. And that is basically, when you're flying this, if you want to look around, too bad, you can't. But something I want to do is, in games like, let's say, War Thunder, that's a pretty common one. You're flying around with your mouse cursor, and then I believe in that game at C, you hold down that button and you can just look around. What if I do that, and let's say use right click, because that is actually something they did. You can put right click as a binding now, which is, you know, that's pretty cool. So let's put some logic in here so that these things don't like let you control them while you're holding right click. I don't think that'll be too hard. Oh, wait, okay, hold on. This might actually be the easiest thing ever. I thought I was going to have to do, like, some logic work. Wait, that actually might be it. There's no way. Wait, there's no way it's that easy, right? So I'm flying around. Good, and I hold right click. Oh, it's actually that easy. I thought I was going to have to, like, do some stuff with logic. But you actually just put that in as the input on all the default settings, and it just works. Look, and then as soon as I let go, it's gonna... I mean, you can't make that up. That's stupidly easy to make work. That's amazing. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not. Oh, no. Okay, well, it does have some flaws, clearly. But it is just... It's incredible how you can do all this. I mean, that's... That is... Wow. Really, the only thing it doesn't have is the fact that this is just a really dumb system, in the sense that it's just pointing towards the cursor. That's it. Very simple. So it can't compensate for, like, falling or anything. But I'm honestly... I thought this would be more difficult. I'm gonna be honest. I'm having too much fun just playing around with this. Alright, well, I think that's kind of okay. I'm gonna make this look a little nicer. Maybe rebuild the back section here and make it look less like a flying brick. And then we'll see where we are at. Alright, I think I have come up with something pretty good. Maybe. I think it looks a little better. I mean, it's not painted or anything yet, except for the little green fin, which isn't really helping that much because the massive bloom effect from the engine is covering it up, so I should probably do that in the front as well. But it is working. I mean, it's quick, it's nimble, it's as I was saying, it's quick, it's nimble, it's I mean, it's pretty cool. It's and I can hold right click and just kind of move my cursor around or move my camera around to look around, and it's oh we're fine. Okay. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I basically got as much thrust as I possibly could squeeze into this thing. Oh, wait, interestingly enough, it can't point all the way down. Does the camera not... Oh, the camera doesn't face all the way down. Is there another camera I can use? Oh, racing works. Vehicle chase. Yeah, this works as well. Does helicopter chase... Or, yeah, this also works while you point all the way down. Yeah, for some reason, orbit camera just doesn't let you point all the way down. Whatever. Anyway, now there is something I do want to do with this to actually make it look a little nice. If I can land here. Beautiful. I want to go ahead and use these new paint textures to actually like do cool stuff. For instance, these sort of like internal bits, I could probably use some sort of... Oh, the metal plating looks kind of cool. I could probably use maybe... Oh, pipes. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, actually pipes. And then if I... Oh, yeah, that looks kind of cool. It's like the internals of it. I can use some more of those... Maybe that pipe texture in like... In here. Oh, yeah, that could look kind of cool. Give it a kind of... Oh, yeah. That looks pretty good. It's cool how easy it is just to like make stuff look good now. I mean, this is by no means like all that aesthetically pleasing, but I mean, just being able to add in little detailing like that, that's just really nice. It's too bad I couldn't use any of the air intakes here because they're a little... they're rather large. Can't really fit that in many good places. It's better for, you know, actual planes. Alright, now I kind of just want to do a little bit of test flying with this. I mean, I've been doing that the whole time, but I mean, I'd say it's complete now. I wonder if I can fly under here. Oh, I totally can. That's crazy that I can just do that. Also, we can kind of explore the map a little. It's a rather large map, or at least there's actually like different islands and stuff out here. So yeah, I'm assuming these are just, or at least these two, are just plain grassy areas. Not too much going on. Oh, the wave's gonna go over them. Yeah, not too much going on over there. I think there's another out here. Yep, I see it. Yep, just another flat... Oh, don't want to crash. Just another flat little thing. And oh, I think there's a lighthouse over here. Along with some little scattered rocks. Very cool. Is this... I wonder... I think there's a lighthouse on... Is it Race Island? And I know there's one on the Dethrone map. I wonder if that's the same one. All these little islands here, this is just really cool. I mean, it's supposed to be a, you know, a combat focused map. I mean, obviously with the red and the blue carriers. All the little rocks and everything around will make even like boat battles, which are sometimes kind of dull because it's just, you know, you drive around on the ocean and, you know, that's about it. Here now there's actually like cover and stuff. I don't want to just keep flying this through the rocks and stuff because of how just easy that these servos make it. I mean, look at this. Just, I don't really have a plan here. I'm just kind of flying around and I'm able to do that. I'm just doing this with one hand too, just one hand on the mouse, and that's all you need. Wow. And I mean, this was not really possible at all. I mean, I believe there were some methods of doing mouse control, but they were super janky and they used like, you needed, I believe, do stuff with like a controller, and it wasn't that easy, and it didn't work very well if I remember correctly. But this is just, I mean, wow. Ooh, don't want to hit a rock. Oh, I'm dead. Well, I suppose I can go ahead and set up a target for this. If I just hop out, let that. Perfect. This should work nicely. Oh, actually, I really wonder. I want to modify the hypersonic kinetic missile I made. With these, maybe I'll have to do that. I don't know if something like that would end up being its own video, but just like going through all the old creations and revamping them with this sort of thing, especially with missiles, it's so easy. All right, let's do this. This should be very easy. Oh, why did it pause? What? Okay. Now something I am noticing with this is because how the aiming servos work. and they're trying to like point where you're looking, the camera isn't centered behind the vehicle, so you're actually going to be aiming a little lower than you would actually think, or a little higher. Wait, a little, I think, yeah, wait, I don't know, but you're not exactly in, but like if I try to look at this exactly, I kind of have to look below it, like that. Oh, wow, that dynamite really packs a punch. That there's not much left. Oh, whoa, is that? The glowing looks kind of different. Oh, I think there's like bloom on it now. It looked more glowy. I wonder if I can fit in between that little thing. I wonder how hard it would be to hit a target that's not all that big. So I've got I believe it's just a railgun plane down there. I made it probably quite a while ago now, but I wonder or how hard it would be to actually hit that thing. Surely not that hard. So if I just, oh, great turn, right? Alright, I wonder if first person would kind of... Whoa, no, okay. First person is not ideal. Anyway, so it's down there. I should just be able to kind of... Yep. Okay, it didn't actually do all that much, but... Well, I mean, it kind of did. It's just so easy to, like, fly things now. I'm just having so much fun flying this around because of how easy it is. Just, I mean, I've said this multiple times now, but it's just... You can just do things, and it just works. This map is perfect for it too. I know this update did have some other stuff, like I briefly looked at the air intakes, and I think the only big thing it had was the extra logic blocks in here and stuff like how sensors can give an analog output, or basically just they can output the distance basically, rather than the just a binary 1 or 0. And I don't think I'm missing anything else. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. This is, I mean, the aiming servo is just, it's so cool just because of how easy I love when they add stuff that just makes things like this, and it just allows you to make stuff and have it work. And this has other applications, I'm sure, and obviously the logic is one of those examples of things that you could do so much with them. But stuff like the aiming servo, it's just a nice thing to have, and you can easily just quickly throw something together and have it do something like this. I mean, this is not an advanced build, not in the slightest. It is literally, I mean, you saw, it's just those aiming servos in there attached to fins in the front, and that's it. I guess I'll just go, well, actually intentionally crash this, just to fly it into the mountain to end this off, because I should finish this up and edit it so I can get it out as soon as possible. This one's actually going to be like a bonus video. Normally I have been uploading once a week, but you know, no updates, so gotta hop on that early access update train. Alright, here we go.